ready to paint again. Are you ready to paint again? Welcome to my channel. We're going to paint a beautiful cactus today, a desert cactus with a pink blooming flower on it. It's going to be really cute, and I don't know why, but cactuses are a thing right now. So, hey, if you got a thing that you want to see, a light brown, yellow, any color pink you think looks good for your flower, a white, and kind of a, I don't know, that's kind of a greenish bluish. You can add more blue to it. That's your color palette today. So these are the brushes I normally give you. Big, medium, small. But today I believe we're only going to use these two. I could be wrong. We might throw this one in, so grab it in just in case. But we'll start with this one. Baby, you're the lucky one. See, I already lied. We're going to use this brush. This one's the lucky one, the bigger brush. Get your paper plate out. Put a little bit of that green, whatever green you decide to put on there. Get your water bucket, your little frosting cupcake thing for rinsing, your paper towel. And I think you're ready to go. So, get your brush wet. You always kind of want to start with a wet brush. Damp a little bit. Dip it into green. And we're going to create, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a little bit of white as well. Just to lighten up my cactus a lot. So a light green, and I'm going to put some white on it. So I'm going to make this kind of shape. That's kind of a round shape. Like this. I know it's really popular right now is to do stuff on white backgrounds. If you want to add some color to the background, go ahead and do it. What would be really pretty is some light blue like this. A gray would be pretty. But really the thing right now is white backdrops. So, fun thing about painting is you can change up your decor to whatever the thing is right now. Isn't that great? When cactuses are old, you just throw it out. Okay, there's your basic, it's kind of like a squatty circle, right? Squatty body. Okay, now we're going to take this lucky one. And what I'm going to do is get it a little bit rinsed off and dry it off a little bit. And I'm going to stick one corner of it into the green. One corner of it into the white. So your paintbrush will look like that. And I'm going to paint these long strokes down. I'm going to start with the white side. I'm going to start from the top. And I'm going to paint, just go down the side like this, painting with the whole brush. Go back up like that. Then we're going to flip. Get your brush lit up again. I'm going to flip so the green's next to the green. Come down and do the same thing. So green. You can come back to the other side. More white. I'm making these little... Top won't matter because you're going to cover it with a flower. Load up your brush the same way again. You're going to do white next to the white. White next to the white. Green next to the green. It gives you some shadows in your cactus. Okay. Load your brush again. Same idea. Green. Green. I'm just flipping my brush with each time I come by. Okay. So because the white's on the side, I'm going to do white on the side. And I'm kind of flattening out my brush here, making it go the opposite way. Okay, so I'll put a little bit of white up there. And then do one more white next to it. Okay. Whites always go together, greens always go together, whites always go together, greens always go together. That's going to give you highlights and shadows. You can go over it a couple times just to make sure you got it just right. So I'm flipping that each time I go. Greens go together or whites go together. If it's too dark or too light, let it dry. Come back and add some more highlights. Just add the same more paint. Just load your brush the exact same way I showed you. and get it till you just like it perfectly. And the thing is to let it dry between each time. Let's kind of edge this little bitty bottom here. You can do it with just green because it's dark. It's a dark shadowy spot down there. So just kind of edge it a little bit with green. I don't like that spot, so I'm going to take that off. Pretty much take the white paint and the bottom of your brush like that. 2D dot. We're doing some 2D dot work. And you're going to just kind of line right down the white spots with these little cactus dot flower things. And they can be all different sizes. Don't make them all the same. Like, that's cool to have different. Some small, some big. Cactuses remind me of the desert. And I'm not really a great big fan of the desert. The desert's really pretty. It's got a lot of pretty things. But I am not one that likes to visit the desert very often. My husband grew up in the desert. He loves the desert. I am a mountain girl. This you're gonna have to let dry, obviously, because there's some big paint works going on in that. Like these 2D dots have a lot of paint on them, so you want to let those have a good amount of dry time. So let those dry. Okay, I just got back from lunch. I had a delicious mustard chicken salad. Nothing to do with the cactus, or the desert, but it was divine anyways. So hopefully I have nothing with you. And we can finish painting. It should be dry. Yours should be dry. Mine's dry. I'm probably way too close for you all. I'm too close for myself. Okay? I don't know why, but I kind of get giggly when I see myself in the camera, and I keep looking over there. Okay, focus. Let's paint some more, shall we? Some pink. Put your pink on your palette. I've gone with this really, oh, you know what? Dude, I have like this pink magenta color, or I have this other. I want to put the two together and see which one I like better. They're really close. I think I'm gonna go with this lighter pink. You decide what you like. Okay, you can even go with like a coral color or something. Yeah, whatever you want. So we're gonna use this guy, little tiny paintbrush. Get it wet, dry it off. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick it in some pink first, kind of roll it in pink like that. And then I'm gonna roll the tip of it in white like that. Kind of like to double load my brush. Okay. I'm gonna start up here. We're gonna make this gorgeous flower. Go the tip of it. We're just gonna make these little. And what I'm doing is rolling my brush a little bit. So I'm gonna load up my brush again for you here to see. And I'm just gonna make a little dab and then just kind of roll my brush as I'm doing it. Okay. And I'm rolling it so that it gets like all those colors that I put on there onto my palette, onto the canvas. So just kind of make this little scoop here we're doing. A scoop flower. Then I'm going to take, loading it the same way, I'm going to take and put some whites down in front of those other ones. See how I'm kind of bringing those ones down? Looks more like it's filling in a little bit more. You can bring some more white, just plain white in there and fill it in right here. So it looks like there's different layers of petals. Cactus flowers are kind of really thick. Well, this one's going to be really wide and thick. Okay, load the brush up the same way, and we're going to keep bringing some petals in all over gorgeous petals. I love these pinks and whites together, the way it marbles it when it puts it together. Okay, and as you get to this point, you're going to start turning your flower petals so that they kind of come back up and meet your other one. See how it's looking? I don't think I've ever actually seen a cactus flower. No, I have. I take that back. Once upon a time, I think I did see a cactus flower in bloom on an actual cactus and not just a picture of it. I'm doing the same thing where I'm putting layers of little petals up in there. I'm pretty much just grabbing white and doing that so I can get some good petals there. Okay, that is what I'm going to stay with my flower. Keep working with it, keep filling with it if you want to do more, and you can always let it dry and come back and do some more on it, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to kind of clean out a spot, kind of lower center. Just clean out some gobs of paint off of it. Okay. Closer to the bottom that I'm going to make my center of my flower in. Okay. If you got anything that looks weird above it, fix it a little bit. Like this little spot, I'm going to add a little petal there and a little petal there. There we go. And I like to whisper to my canvas sometimes because it's just sweet and intimate. Just kidding, not really. Okay. Anyway, there. See, just some blobs of color in white and pink. And there's my center. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of yellow. Yellow on your little paintbrush. Bring in a little bit of yellow. And you know what? This is going to mix with your pink and that's okay. Kind of a yellowish pink color is fine. You kind of want it to mix a little bit so it's not such a bright thing going on. Okay. And then you kind of want to make this dot flat along the bottom. Make it flatter on the bottom so that it looks like it's kind of sitting down low. Get a little bit of this brown, put it on the tip of this little tiny paintbrush, and do a couple little dots just down through here, just picking up your paintbrush and going back and forth like this. Okay, kind of get it right on the edges there and up, like that. Rinse that out. Get your little brush, add some white to the tip, and do the same thing with the white. A couple little dots, the yellow. Okay, like that. All right. If you've done too much white, guess what? Put a yellow right back in where you want it. Okay. Here we go. Get your mini brush, and we're gonna put a little bit of a shadow underneath. And for that, I'm gonna use a little bit of green and a little bit of the white that doesn't touch pink. Mix it together here, get a little bit more white. And I'm going to make a shadow underneath there that kind of drifts off. So we're going to kind of set right in there. Okay, it's going to be about the same width as your bottom of your cactus here. And then as it goes out, it's going to get wider. And I'm going to kind of drift it off to this direction. My shadow, I'm using my brush the skinny way, this way. And it's just going to make a fun round shadow that kind of drifts off. Okay, really light shadow. Okay. Like that. If you've gotten too big of a shadow, guess what? Just come back on top of it with, oh, I almost lost that one. Come on top of it with some white. And lighten it up a little bit. Okay, however you want to do. If you've totally messed up your shadow, let it dry all the way, paint over it in white, come back and do a shadow again. I'm going to actually bring my shadow up just a little bit higher on each side so it kind of looks like it wraps around the back of this cactus. So it's kind of sitting in its own shadow instead of just, you know, hovering there. And I'm just going to add a little bit more green to my paintbrush, little tiny paintbrush. And just kind of even out the bottom of this cactus with a little bit of green on it. Make it look like it's kind of sitting in there. A little bit more of a shadow. Just add a little bit of depth and texture in there with a little bit of streaks or paint streaks. And you know what? It doesn't matter how perfect it is. I think the less perfect sometimes the better. There you go. Okay. And it should look like it's kind of sitting down in there. Anyways, if you got something funny up here at the top, like my canvas, look, or my thing looks like it's a little lopsided, I'm just gonna add a little bit of green and smooth that out a little bit. There I go with one of my accents. Anyways, I know the beauty of this. You can keep doing it over and over again until you like it. I'm gonna add some white now to it to kind of make sure it's, I like it better, a little bit lighter. This is just water that I'm smoothing over the top of it. Okay. Best thing is when you get to do this at the bottom. Because that proves to people you did it. So we're done. Simple, beautiful. Cool thing about it, your name is right here in the corner. If you sign your name on it. I suggest signing your name on it. That's gorgeous right there. You know that's so gorgeous? Because when somebody comes to your house, they're gonna look at this and go, ooh, that's nice. And you're gonna say, I did it, see? And they go, what? You did that? And you're gonna say, yeah. And they're gonna say, you do me one? And you're gonna say, $20. And they're gonna say, maybe I can do it on my own. And you say, check out Splat and Chat. And you can do it. Anyway, people will be amazed with your talent. You'll be amazed with your talent. What? And I'll be like, $20. So, you finished another painting. Good job, Desert Cactus. What could it be called? Cacti bloom. Bloom cacti. Rose. Dusty rose. Ooh, dusty rose. I like that. Dusty cactus. Dusty rose. The dusty rose cacti. Should look pretty similar to mine. If it doesn't, it's okay. It's yours. Subscribe to my channel. Paint with me again. Leave me a comment about what you want to see. What's your thing? We'll paint it up. It'll be fun. Chill. Chill, get it, because the desert's hot.